Welcome guys, welcome to my channel Medico One. Once again, carotid triangle. One suggestion for you before watching this video, go through this previous one, which was about the basic triangles of neck or basic idea about the triangles of neck. Okay, so carotid triangle. So nothing. This is yes. Look at this diagram. Once again, I am repeating. This is the sternocleidomastoid, and this is the digastric. This green color digastric. The posterior belly of digastric, and this is the anterior belly of digastric. And with the digastric, another muscles, stylohyoid. They both are closely related to each other. They both are friends. And anterior belly of digastric and posterior belly of digastric, they are brothers. Okay. Anterior belly of digastric and posterior belly of digastric, we are brothers. But stylohyoid and digastric, they are friends. Exactly. And what is this? This is the omohyoid. Which one? Superior belly of omohyoid, and this is inferior belly of omohyoid. So fine. This is the carotid triangle. Okay, fine. Now, then the boundary of carotid triangle and the floor of carotid triangle and roof of carotid triangle. So look at this diagram. The roof of the carotid triangle. First, superficial skin, most superficial one skin, then superficial fascia, then our platysma muscle. After removing this deep cervical fascia, the investing layer of deep cervical fascia. Okay. After removing the deep cervical layer of investing fascia of the deep cervical layer, then we find the carotid triangle. So the roof of the carotid triangle is formed by mainly the deep cervical fascia of the neck, which is also called the investing layer of the deep cervical fascia more specifically, and the look at this diagram. Boundaries and the floor of the carotid triangle. Yes, so this is carotid triangle. The boundary, nothing. The posterior belly of digastric and his friends, his or her. Okay, its friends. Posterior belly of digastric and its friend, stylohyoid muscle. Okay, actually both the posterior belly of digastric and the stylohyoid muscle both are supplied by a facial nerve. Okay, I discuss about the nerve supply in separate lecture. Okay, fine. So the superior border is formed by the posterior belly of digastric and stylohyoid muscle, and inferior border is formed by the inferior belly of omohyoid. No, this is wrong. I think this is wrong. This is not the inferior belly. This is the superior belly of omohyoid. Look at this. Okay, inferior belly or superior belly? This one, the superior belly of omohyoid. Okay, okay, fine. So this is wrong. Yes, this was the wrong. So this is the anterior border of the sternocleidomastoid. Fine. This is the posterior belly of digastric and superior omohyoid muscle, superior belly of omohyoid. They are forming the boundary of the carotid triangle. And the floor muscles, the muscles which are present in the floor of carotid triangle, there is hyoglossus. This is the hyoid bone, and this is hyoglossus. Okay, hyoglossus. Okay, and what is this? This is the thyroid muscle, and this is the middle constrictor, and this is the inferior constrictor of what? Of pharynx. Middle constrictor of pharynx and inferior constrictor of pharynx. Exactly. They are forming the floor of this carotid triangle. Okay. So hyoglossus, thyroid, middle constrictor and inferior constrictor of pharynx. These four muscles are forming the floor of this carotid triangle. Now the contents of carotid triangle. Look at this diagram. This is actually not inferior value of homohyoid. This is the superior value of homohyoid. This is wrongly represented here. So contents of carotid triangle. This one. What is this? Here it is common carotid artery. Okay, this is common carotid artery, and it bifurcates into external carotid artery and internal carotid artery. Common carotid artery bifurcates into external and internal carotid artery. At which level? At the level of C3 vertebra or C4 vertebra. Which one is correct? C3 or C4? Actually, more specifically for a single option correct question, common carotid artery, it bifurcates at the level of C4. Okay, but I am also preparing for PGI Chandigarh exam. Okay, then more than one answer, the more than one answer correct. Which and which? C3 and C4 both are correct. But more specifically, this is the C4 level. What at the C4 level? What happens? The carotid artery bifurcates. Okay, fine. Any other landmark? Obviously, the anterior the anterior the thyroid cartilage, anterior lamina of the thyroid cartilage, carotid artery bifurcates at the level of anterior lamina of the here anterior lamina of the thyroid cartilage. Here bifurcation of carotid artery. Okay, fine. Okay, so the contents of carotid triangle. Here the major contents of carotid triangle. This is common carotid artery, external carotid artery, and internal carotid artery. This is medial most. And what is this blue colored structure? Oh, this is the representative of a vein. Yes, this is the representative of a vein. Which vein? Internal jugular vein. Internal jugular vein more lateral and carotid artery more medial. Yes. And what is the yellow colored structure in between? This is nothing but our vagus nerve. Okay, vagus nerve. That means vagus nerve is also the content of carotid artery. Exactly. Vagus nerve, which is present in between and behind the internal jugular vein and the carotid artery. Okay, the last three cranial nerves. How many? Three. The last three cranial nerves. This is hypoglossus, spinal accessory, and vagus. Okay, vagus, spinal accessory, and hypoglossus. These three nerves. Yes, these three nerves are the content of this carotid triangle. Then this is the hypoglossal nerve. Okay, this is the hypoglossal nerve. Okay, and this is the spinal accessory. This small yellow colored structure, the representative of spinal accessory nerve. And what is this? This is the vagus nerve, which is present in between internal jugular vein, most lateral, and most medial, the common carotid artery. Yes. So vagus nerve is present in between and behind the internal jugular vein and carotid artery. Exactly. So these are the major components of the or major contents of the carotid triangle. Yes. The carotid artery, which carotid artery? Common carotid artery, and then it bifurcates at the level of C3 vertebra or C4 vertebra, which is more appropriate, C4. This is according to experts. Our professor, C4 at the level of C4, common carotid artery bifurcates into external carotid artery. This external and internal carotid artery. Okay, fine. And the internal jugular vein. Okay, the internal jugular vein and the last three cranial nerves. There is vagus, hypoglossal nerve, and the spinal accessory nerve. They all are contents of this carotid triangle. Okay, fine. Any other? Yes, any other also. The carotid sheath. What is carotid sheath? Carotid sheath. Okay, look at this step. This is the common carotid artery. Okay, this is common carotid artery. And what is this? Laterally, internal jugular vein, and in between and behind this yellow colored structure, what is this? This is our vagus nerve. Common carotid artery bifurcates into external carotid artery and internal carotid artery. Oh, that means external carotid artery is not the content of carotid sheath. Yes. So below which level? Below the C4 vertebra level, the content of carotid sheath is common carotid artery, internal jugular vein, most medial common carotid artery, most lateral internal jugular vein, and in between vagus. Exactly. And this is covered by fibrous sheath which is called carotid sheath. Yes. And above the C4 level, this is nothing but our internal carotid artery. Okay. And in between vagus, and similar here is the internal jugular vein. Okay, fine. These three structures are covered by fibrous sheath which is called carotid sheath. Oh, that means this fibrous carotid sheath is also a content of carotid triangle. Exactly. The fibrous sheath which covers these three structures, this is also a content of carotid triangle. Okay, fine. Look at this cross section. This is your anterior portion and this is the posterior. This is anterior and this is posterior. Okay. Can you tell me what is this lateral most structure? Lateral most? Yes, this is internal jugular vein. And this is, oh, this is common carotid artery. At which level? This cross section at this level, horizontal section at this level. And if horizontal section is at this level, that means above the C4, this is then internal carotid artery. Okay, fine. It is covered by this green color fibrous sheath which is called the carotid sheath. Okay. And what is anterior to it? The anterior wall of the carotid sheath. Ansa cervicalis. What is ansa cervicalis? Ansa cervicalis is nothing but the motor branch of cervical plexus. Okay, the cervical plexus gives a motor branch which is called ansa cervicalis. Yes. Then what is its motor activity of this nerve? Actually, this nerve, the ansa cervicalis, it supplies the all the muscles present below the hyoid. That means infrahyoid muscles. Okay, except the thyroid muscles. Okay. So this ansa cervicalis is located in anterior wall of the carotid sheath. Yes, this is embedded in the anterior wall of the carotid sheath. And what is this posterior most structure? Which one? Oh, this is a ganglion. Which ganglion? This is a sympathetic ganglion at the cervical level. Okay, this is also called cervical sympathetic ganglion. Okay, fine. So this is carotid sheath, this is common carotid artery, medial most, and this is the lateral most internal jugular vein. And what is this? This is vagus nerve in between and behind the internal carotid artery and internal jugular vein. In between and behind, this is vagus nerve. Exactly. And what is this in the anterior boundary? Ansa cervicalis. And behind, sympathetic chain at the level of cervical level or cervical sympathetic chain. Okay, fine. So this is about the carotid sheath contents. So carotid sheath, this is also a contents of our carotid triangle. Now look at this step. The cross section at the horizontal section at the neck level. Which one? Which one? This. Wow. This is very beautiful structure. Okay, fine. Look at this. This structure. The lateral most. Okay, fine. First of all, this is the anterior and this is the posterior. What is this? This is the cross section, horizontal section of the thyroid gland. Okay, this is thyroid gland. And this is the vertebra. Okay. And what is this? This is our internal jugular vein. Oh, this is laterally located internal jugular vein. Exactly. Can you tell me the name of this structure? This is common carotid artery. Very good. Exactly. You are very right. This is common carotid artery. And what is this yellow colored structure? This yellow colored structure in between and behind this two structure. This is called our vagus nerve. Very good. And then this is the carotid sheath. This one. Exactly. This is the carotid sheath. So this is the cross section of cross section of what? Cross section of neck region, and this is the carotid sheath here in this cross section exactly. But my dear friends, I can't understand this diagram. What is this diagram? Okay, don't worry. I will tell you about this diagram, each and every detail of this diagram in the topic of deep cervical fascia. For a moment, just take a view here. Carotid sheath, lateral most internal jugular vein, in and medial most the common carotid artery, and in between and behind is our vagus nerve. Which one? This one, vagus nerve. Okay, fine. So that's all about carotid sheath. Yes, and contents of the carotid triangle. Okay. Now, one clinical important. Look at this. This is the internal carotid artery, which is the content